What's up guys, I'm King Majin, come back guys with another video, and today I will be doing What is Deku at Cartoon Cat's Powers, Part 3. I would like to shout out Beerusla, whatever. I'm sorry man, I can't pronounce your handle or whatever. He gave me something that lists all of Cartoon Cat's powers that will really help me in developing the story further. Like how he can fuse with the shadows and control them, how he can move faster than light, how he can even teleport, and how he can manipulate fear and pain. These abilities will come in really handy for the story. If you guys want to take a look, it should be in the comments. It should be in the comments in my second What if Deku at Cartoon Cat's Power. Sorry for my mistake there. Well, I really want to thank you for this, Beerus. It will really help because I was drawing a blank until you showed me this. Okay, without further ado, let's get back into What is Deku at Cartoon Cat's Powers. We'd start this off with Deku being in his room, preparing to go to sleep, until the room goes completely black, and Deku's like, what's going on? Until the room cuts back in with light, but Deku would see a shadowy figure standing in the corner. Then he would squint down closer, noticing that it's the cartoon cat. He's like, what? Who are you? Why are you in my room? No answer from the cartoon cat. He gets bigger. Deku's saying, who are you? The cat gets bigger. Who are you? The cat gets even bigger. Who are you? God dang it! The cat gets even bigger while Deku has to bend back to look at that cat's face. Deku's just left. Who are you? He's breaking down in fear. The cat inches closer as Deku steps back. As he tries to step back, but nothing happens. Deku's just about to break down. The cat gets closer. Deku's, who are you? As the cat takes one more step and he says, I'm you, Deku. And Deku would then wake up. Yes, that's right, it was a dream. Deku would wake up, he would scream as his mother walks in the room. Deku, are you okay? And Deku would say, fine. And Inko would say, was it another nightmare? Deku would say, yeah. Inko asks, what was it this time? It was the cat again. Inko would say, it's okay Deku, I'm here. Do you want to talk about it? Deku would say, no. Then he would get dressed for school, say bye to his mom, and she would say, have fun, cutie. And Deku would say, Mom, please, come on. I love those ears of yours. Deku would then walk out the room, but Ink would be thinking, Deku, I wish I could help you with this. I know this is something you have to overcome on your own. Deku would then walk to UA, seeing the giant door from Class 1A, thinking, whoa, big door. Deku would then walk in, seeing Ida and Bakugo arguing, but Bakugo would then cut off Ida and say, hey, it's the cartoon cat freak, with Deku squinting. Ida would then notice Deku try to walk over to him, but before Ida could walk over to Deku, sorry guys, every girl would crowd Deku. Ochako would then say, hi cat boy, and Deku would say, hey Ochako. Then she would say, and Deku would say, you want to touch my ears again, don't you? She would say, yes. Mina would then say, me too. Yayarozu, if you guys don't know it, that's Momo's real name. She would say, I would like to as well. Yoro would say, yeah, I would like to do that too. All blushing and everything. And Froppy would say, you have an animal type quirk like me, but yours is much more cuter. Sorry for the stutter, you guys. Much cuter. That's what Froppy would say. With Toru, if you didn't know, Toru is the name of Invincible Girl. She would say, do I know you? You seem very familiar. Deku would say, please, can you stop crowding me? If you guys all want to touch my ears, it'll be 1,000 yen. Everyone would be like, okay. Deku would be like, what? Deku would been thinking, maybe I should raise the price. Every girl would hold out their money, but before they could pay to touch Deku's ears, Eraserhead would come right behind them. He would say, "These guys came here to make friends or flirt. Do it somewhere else. This is a school for heroes." Eraserhead would then say, "Now, everyone put on your sports uniform. We're doing a quirk apprehension test." Ochako would then say, "What about the assembly?" Eraserhead would then say, "Sorry for the you guys. It's been a while." So, let me continue. Eraserhead would then say, "This is UA. I get to decide how I do my class." Everyone then run out, and Eraserhead would throw Deku a ball, saying, "What was your farthest throw in middle school?" Deku would then say, "At least 100 meters. And then, sorry guys, and then Aizawa, I've been calling him Eraserhead all the time, but I'm gonna call him Aizawa from now on. Aizawa would say, "Without using your quirk." Deku would say, "I can't really turn off my cat form, so my strength is always boosted." Aizawa would say, "Okay, let's see how far you can get this ball now." Deku would then grab the ball with his arm, and if you haven't seen Parasite, you won't know the description I'm gonna use, but he would make his arm all muscular and just make it a perfect arm for throwing, but it would be covered in fur. Then he would wind his arm, stretching all the way back, making his arm go at least 10 feet back, and then throw the ball as hard as possible. He might have 50% of one for all strength, but he can much more efficiently use it. It's like, if All Might were to throw a ball, I'm pretty sure it would go into orbit with his power at 100%. If he were to throw it with 50%, I'm pretty sure it would just go a few miles. But Deku, he can shapeshift his arm into the exact thing he needs to throw the ball perfectly. So that's why I'm going to say he gets infinity just like Ochako. And the rest of the events take off with Deku coming in first place in all of them. Because he can shapeshift his body into any means. Am I saying that right? Any means? Anything he needs, that's what I'm trying to say. So he would dominate in every event. And like in the original anime, the thought of expulsion would have still been on everyone's mind. Aizawa would say it was a reasonable deception after the events are done. And I won't have him expelling anyone. So I get to keep Mineta, which I do like as a character because he brings comedy relief. Afterwards, Ida would catch up with Deku walking home after school and say, "Midoriya, you are a much better student than I. You realized that there was something more to the practical test." Deku would then say, "I didn't. I just want to fight something strong for once. But when I saw that Ochako was stuck underneath that rubble, I knew what I had to do." Ida would then say, "You truly are a hero." And as their conversation goes on, Ochako and Toru would bump Ida out of the way. Ochako would ask, "Deku, can I touch your ears again? How about your tail?" Deku would say, "My tail is a really sensitive area. I'm sorry, but no. No to both of you." "But how about your ears? 1,000 yen, both of you." Ochako would say, While Toru would say, "I think I know you from somewhere." "Oh yeah!" She would then hold out a picture to Deku. "A few years back, I was in a beauty competition. I lost to this cute little girl with cat ears." Deku would say, "Oh my god. How many people have this picture? Have you told anyone?" Toru would say, "No. Please don't show this to anyone." And she would say, "Sure." Ochako would then be trying to see, "Where are you showing him? I want to see." Ida would say, "I want to see as well." But she would then put away the picture. Deku would say, "Thank you." And she would say, "Don't thank me now. We want to be able to touch your ears for free. The two of us, me and Ochako." Deku would say, "Fine." And say, "You guys can touch my ears, but not my tail." They would both start touching its ears, and Toru would then grab Deku's tail, with him blushing, like, "I said not my tail." And she would say, "Sorry." Afterwards, after the touching of the tails and ears, they would then walk to the train station. Everyone would part ways after they were done with the train and everything. And we pick off with Deku getting home. He'll be in the same position. Sorry guys. Someone just came in. He would be in the same position. He would then be laying down in his room, thinking, those two girls. He would then smile, saying, "That invisible girl, she is pretty cute." And Deku would then be dozing off. He would doze off, then the room would go black again. Deku would be like, not again! Afterwards, there would be nothing. Only thing standing there would be the cartoon cat. Deku would be like, where are you now? And Deku would then see his hand. He's like, then he would see his hand. Sorry, guys. Oh, sorry, I'm going for too long. He would see his hand and look down, and then look in the mirror. He'd be like, ah! Wake up screaming. Inko would be like, Deku, are you okay? You've been screaming in your sleep. And Deku would be like, I'm fine. Inko would say, Deku, we can't do this. You need help. Deku would say, sorry. Deku would say, I'm fine. Then run out the room. The heroes versus villain training would begin with All Might busting into the room saying, me coming into the room like a normal person, which is not normal. All the students would get into their hero outfits, with Deku having the same outfit from the thumbnail. He would then say, Mom, why? Ochako and Toru would then say, you look so cute. I didn't pick this costume. My mom picked it. Like, God, what's the deal with the bow? And they would say, why did you put it on? And Deku would say, it completes the outfit. And then they would look at Deku laughing. And Deku would say, what's so funny? After this whole interaction, All Might would then announce the two people going up against each other. The heroes would be Deku and Toru versus Bakugo and Mineta. I know, weird pairings. But I think this will work. After the 15 minutes, the 5 minutes for Bakugo and Mineta to get into the room, Deku and Toru would then walk in. Deku would then tell Toru to become completely invisible, take off the gloves and her shoes, and go in and try to get to the bomb without them noticing. Bakugo would blast right by Toru, not noticing her, but going straight for Deku. Like, I finally get to go at you, you cartoon cat freak. Bakugo would then say. Now, Toru would be in the hallway, looking for the bomb. She would then say, Mineta, sorry guys, I'm recording for really long right now. She would then see Mineta placing sticky balls all over the place. He would then say, that invisible girl, once she gets in, I'm gonna grab her and never let go. This would cause her to be very mad, but now we pick up with the fight. Bakugo would be releasing explosions at Deku. Deku would go into his buff cat form, doing a 50% smash, knocking Bakugo down to the ground. Deku would then meet up with Toru, and he would say, hey Toru, this will cause her to jump and say, how could you see me? I have really good vision. My cat form allows me to do a lot more than most people think. I can see you perfectly right now. And she would say, and then slap Deku. And Deku would say, calm down. She would then be just glowing red that you could actually notice, even though she's invisible. But Deku would then push her out of the way with Bakugo throwing an explosion out of nowhere. Deku would then go flying, knocking his head up against the wall, not passing out. And Bakugo would say, I finally got that cartoon cat freak. What Toru just shocked. Okay, sorry about that. Deku would then get up, but he would get up with no emotion in his eyes. Nothing. Toru would be left there shocked. Deku would then transform, causing Toru to think, what's going on? But before Toru could think of anything, the room would go black. Bakugo would be like, where am I? What did you do, you cartoon cat freak? And the cartoon cat would be like, man, it's been so long since I've taken the reins. I really wish Deku would let me take control more often. Bakugo would then say, trying to throw explosions, but nothing would happen. The cartoon cat would say, you've tormented us for so long. It's time for you to taste your own medicine. Deku would say, stay away from me, you freak. Oh. I'm a freak, yes. But you're a bully who gets off by picking on the weak. But you mistakenly chose us as your target. We are not weak. We are stronger than you. And you will now see why. We are the cartoon cat and we will not let you go. Bakugo would say, no, let me go. Let me go. And cartoon cat would then say, you will experience pain and fear like no other in this world. A second will pass in the real world while hours will pass in here. You should have never messed with us. Bakugo would then start to cry, begging, no! But it would dip to black. Then Cartoon Cat's face would appear. Bakugo would then scream out in fear. Ah! I'm sorry if that was too loud, but I want to emphasize how scared he is. At the end of it, when they've exited the dark portal or whatever it's called, Bakugo would be lying down in a pool of his own piss, sweat, tears, and vomit. Toru would be like, what happened? And Deku would then say, let's go. She would then follow along with Deku, being unsure of what actually happened. Deku would then grab her, throwing her at the bombs, and she'd say, oh, I'll stick to the things, the grapes, or whatever they're called. Deku would then say, as long as you touch the bomb. She would then stick to the bomb, and Mineta would say, oh no! But Deku afterwards would pass out, with Mineta and Toru going to check up on him. Deku would be in Recovery Girl's office, and he would then wake up to see Toru hovering over him. She would say, Deku, are you okay? Afterwards, Deku would say, I'm fine. What the hell happened? Toru would then explain all the events leading up to Cartoon Cat. Deku would be like, not again! With that flashing before his mind. Deku would then start to cry, saying, not again, not again. Toru would then walk up hugging Deku. Say, tell me what's wrong, Deku. Deku would then say, then he would explain everything that's happened with his powers. She would say, it's okay, I'm here right now. Toru would then say, let's go home. She would say, let's get your mind off this right now. Deku would say, how? She would say, I know a few places that we can have some fun at. Afterwards, they would go to a cake shop, and Toru would eat so much, and Deku would say, man, you eat a lot. And she would say, all girls love cake. Deku would say, Ochako said something similar, and she would then pout. You know it's impolite to talk about another girl when you're with another girl. And Deku would say, I'm sorry. Afterwards, they would then be walking around the complex and say, oh, look, an arcade. They would then walk in. As Toru beats Deku at every one of the fighting games, they see a few crane games and stuff like that. She keeps losing, but Deku would then say, let me take a spin at it. He would then win the bear and say, whoa, that's awesome. I love that guy. Deku would then say, how about you take it? I don't really like teddy bears and stuff like that. She would say, really? And Deku would say, sure. She would take the teddy bear, blushing. Afterwards, Deku would then say, it suits you. I really like how long your hair is, by the way. And Toru would then say, oh, I forgot. You can see me. And she would say, you saw me naked. And Deku would say, I'm sorry. And she would say, Afterwards, she would see a photo booth in the corner of her eye, saying, let's go to that next. They have some costumes and outfits there, too. Afterwards, they would both go into the photo booth, and then they would take a photo. Toru would jump into Deku's arms as he's grabbing her, feeling all of her around him, and say, is this okay? She would say, it's fine. As Deku was just stuck there, blushing. Afterwards, Deku would walk Toru home, and he would say, thanks, you really helped me today. Sorry about I need to stop apologizing and just continue with the story. Toru would then say, no problem. Everyone needs some time off sometimes. And she would say, I love the bear you got for me. And Deku would say, I had a great day. Thanks, Toru. And she would say, you're welcome. Deku would then try to turn away, and Toru would say, wait. And Deku would say, yes? She would run up, kiss Deku on the cheek, and run back. And say, thanks for the date, Deku. And Deku would be left stunned. Date? She would then grab the teddy bear and run off. Date? This was a date? I went on my first date. Deku would then just be on cloud 9 right now. He would then walk home, walk inside his house, and Inko would say, where were you? And Deku would then say, I was on a date. And Inko would then say, tell me everything. After 30 minutes, Deku would then go into his room and say, Mom talked my ear off. I can't believe she actually knows the girl's parents. I'm going to have it so that Deku and Toru's parents actually know each other to some degree. But Deku would then go to sleep, and then the blackness would come. Then the cartoon cat will appear, and Deku would say, "We need to talk." And the cartoon cat would say, "Finally." Afterwards, nothing. I really hope you guys enjoyed the story. I'm trying to make it seem a little bit more horror-filled, like the darkness that sleeps within Deku. Anyway, I hope you guys liked the video. Comment and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe to my videos. I mean, I really work hard on these, and I really think I can pull out something incredible. By the way, to all of you guys who have just been joining me, I do suggestions for what ifs, because after this series, which this series is my biggest one so far with 25 likes, and that might not seem like that much to you guys, but I really appreciate those likes. And I just hit 52 subscribers, so I want to keep coming up with ideas that all of you guys will support. And when I hit 1,000, I will be able to create polls for you guys to, like, put your stuff on. Well, anyway. Oh yeah. Again, I would like to thank Beerus for this. This really helped me in my story today. Like how the power to control fear and pain. And how he has Toon Force. That I will be working with in the next part. Well, oh, by the way, if you guys were surprised that I'm doing a Deku Toru ship, honestly, Invisible Girl is one of my favorites, even though she does nothing. She's there for the comic relief, and I need someone there to control Deku if he goes berserk again. Like, Cartoon Cat takes over. Deku will be able to fight past Cartoon Cat and stuff like that. I just think having her with Deku will help him a lot in trying to control his power. Well, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, like, comment, and subscribe for more, and suggest your what-if ideas down below in the comments, because I will make it a habit to try to do any what-if ideas you guys have. BTW, the next what-if video coming out will most likely be what if Deku had Arlo's powers from Unordinary. Oh yeah, and to add on, one of you suggested that I do Naruto what-ifs, and if you guys have any suggestions for that, put those down below as well. Well, any further ado, that's the end of the video. This has been King Machin, signing out. Peace, baby!